Here's the truth. I applied to so many jobs online, but it was that one conversation at a networking event that changed everything for me, that got me my first full-time job. Whether you are already in Australia or whether you're someone who's planning to come to Australia, this video will be very valuable for you, where I'm going to take you through the process of networking. Why is it important? Why you need to start doing it and how you can do it better. Also, I will cover the different avenues or platforms where you can actually network. So I hope this video will be helpful. So let's move on to today's video. So does networking really help you in getting a job faster? The answer is a definite yes. Networking does help you in getting a job faster. In fact, on the screen you can see the job application process, the whole funnel. In case of a normal traditional system, there are around 1,000 applications that come up. They go through an applicant tracking system, an ATS system. Now, ATS system has different criteria for filtering out resumes, right? These are, legacy-based systems that company use. They can be filtering out on a lot of criteria. It could be keywords. It could be something that's present in your resume which was not expected, or, there could be a lot of other criteria. And at this stage itself, most of the resumes are filtered out. Now, recruiter after this reads about 10% of the resumes. After that, interview rounds will happen and 2 or 3 of them will be shortlisted, and finally 1 or 2 may get the offer. Now, in the case of a referral, or you applied a job via a connection or via networking, it literally bypasses this ATS system. So your resume directly reaches the recruiter, and the recruiter will go through your resume, and out of that you will have the full interview process, and then there is a much more chance of an offer being made. So that is how networking works. Networking, you're not cheating the system with networking, but you are making sure that your resume doesn't get lost in those pile of 300,000 resumes that are, applying for that job. So that is how networking helps. In fact, in my case itself, I applied via a connection. Someone referred me for that job. I got a special referral link through which I had to apply, which is, even though the job is advertised on different portals, because I applied through that link, my resume directly reached the recruiter. And then obviously I had to prove myself. I had different interview rounds, but then I think that made my whole journey much more faster and less complicated. That is the magic of networking. And the other use case of networking is that most of the jobs within different companies, there are a lot of jobs that are not even advertised across job portals. They are usually known to the internal employees only. So if you have someone in your network who knows about that internal job opening and who can refer you, that is another way of getting your foot into a full-time job. So that way also networking can help. So whether you're someone in Australia or whether you are someone who's planning to come to Australia, you can start networking earlier, and that can help you in landing a job faster. In the next section, we are going to exactly cover how you can do that and the various avenues for it. Now let me show you exactly how to network in Australia step by step. And this should work even if you're feeling shy or you're not feeling that confident in English. Number 1 is set your intention. You need to be very clear whether you're looking for referrals, whether you're looking for mentorship, insights, or like general career advice. Have that clear in your head. Number 2 is find a connection. Find a person you can talk to or you can reach out to. Now, how you can do that is look for the set of jobs that you're looking for. LinkedIn could be the best platform where you get insights about the people as well, right? So those jobs, look for their companies, and if you go to the company tab, you can find people in those companies and look for shared backgrounds or people who are working in that industry, who have done really great in that industry. Like you could have shared backgrounds with them in terms of your hometown, university, or other mutual connections. Identify those people, shortlist those people. Number 3 is reaching out to those people. Now you have to reach out to them via a message. Like it could be something like, I am a final year cybersecurity student, your journey really resonated with me. Would you be open for a 15 minutes call or some tips over email? Or if you're not in Australia, I am planning to come to Australia on a 190 visa, and I would love to know how you cracked the Aussie job market or how you broke into this industry. Would you be open for a quick coffee catch up, or would you be open for a quick Zoom catch up? So these are the kind of messages. Keep it clear. Your intention should be clear. You should have some backing. You should, if possible, if there's some shared backgrounds, like I said in the previous tip, mention that as well. So this should be direct, this should be professional, and it should be clear as well. The next step is, of course, setting up that conversation. Now have that catch up and be prepared with some kinds of questions. Of course, these days ChatGPT and all these LLM tools can give you very relevant and easy set of questions that you can reach out to them with. Like, questions can be anything like, what kind of certifications or projects made it easier for you to get into this industry? Is there some community or is there some resources that you would recommend that I should follow or I should do? What helped you crack the Aussie job market? All these kind of questions, build a connection with them. And normally I would suggest that in the first talk itself, don't go asking for a job, because I've seen that sometimes it doesn't go well with some people. You can give it a try, but sometimes it's like gradually, like 2 or 3 conversations later is what people usually get into it. You can say that I'm looking for a job, but it's not like right away. You don't point that, build that rapport, and then get to that point. And the next step is, of course, follow up and a thank you message. You need to send them a thank you for their time, and also, if possible, offer them something like a LinkedIn shout out, or you can talk about any of their papers or blogs or anything they have done in return. So this is the networking framework that I would recommend to anyone. Now, one disclaimer is that you need to get over your inhibitions. Now, the biggest challenge is getting over your fear of getting rejected. What if they don't reply? That will happen. That has happened so much with me also. I didn't get reply to most of the people I reached out to. They have seen my messages, but they didn't reply. There were recruiters at some point, when I was desperately looking for a job, they haven't replied. But now that I have a job, they are messaging me. They won't even realize that I was that same person who had messaged them at one point of time. And that's okay, right? Even if I don't get a reply, it's fine. Like, it's fine. You just don't take it to your heart, move on. It's all part of the process. You learn from every conversation. So this is a mindset that you need to inculcate in networking. Where to find these networking events? There are different platforms and pages or websites that you can utilize to get information about different kinds of networking events. Number one is meetup.com. Now, Meetup is an app where you get information about different kinds of tech-related business, social events. Now, you can give your interest and you would be notified about different kinds of workshops or different kinds of things that are happening around your location. For example, there is a meetup dedicated to job seekers in Melbourne that's called Job Hunt 2.0. There are meetups that are run for women in tech groups like Tech Leading Ladies, Her Tech Circle, etc. They've got dedicated LinkedIn pages as well. Then there are meetups related to business, anyone who is trying to set up business, product management, different kinds of social events, travel related meetups. Now, if you have shared interests, then also Meetup is a great place where you can meet people with like-minded hobbies, like-minded interests, and gradually get to know these people and build connections. Similarly, Eventbrite is a different platform that also has a lot of industry fairs, a lot of industry meetups, etc. Then there is, on LinkedIn, you can find different kinds of seminars, different kinds of pages that are dedicated to these groups as well, that you can be a part of, where you'll be notified about all these events that are happening across the place you're living in. Then you also can find connections via lunchclub.com. now lunchclub.ai, it is also a place where you can talk to different kinds of people, learn from them, etc. Then of course, if you are an international student in your university, you will see that there are a lot of council fairs, university fairs, job fairs that happen, where they help you with resume preparation, industry meetups, where they will make you get in touch with professionals in your particular industry. That also you can take an advantage of. I'll place the link to some of the meetups that I described above in the description section as well, and all these platforms as well. Now, a pro tip is that if you are someone who is a bit nervous in attending like an in-person event, I would say start off with an online event, start off with a virtual event, and slowly you can build some questions. You can apply that networking framework that I discussed in the previous section, and you can attend in-person events as well. Like you can have any statements like, if you see a group of people, don't hesitate. Like I said, get away your inhibitions, go and talk to them. Is it okay if I join this discussion? Or is there something specific that you guys were talking about? I would love to be a part as well. So icebreaker, prepare some questions that you can go to these networking events with. And I would highly recommend attending these in getting to know people, getting to build gradual connections early on. If you are a student, do it like I would say in your third year, second year, just start attending these kind of networking events. To close off, I got my first full-time job in Australia thanks to someone whom I met at a random tech event, tech meetup. So networking, it won't replace skills, but it definitely helps you get seen. And in some industries, there are, you don't even have to go through different kinds of 4-5 rounds. It just cuts short your rounds to 2 rounds of gradual conversations, and you can end up getting the job. So networking helps you become visible. So I hope this video was helpful. Comment below where you are or what kind of particular industry you are looking for, and if I find any meetups or any groups that you can be a part of, I would respond in the comment section. I hope this video was helpful. I will come again with more such helpful videos. Let me know your feedback in the comments. Thank you.
Then shared in this video is based on personal experience and research. If you enjoyed the video, like, share and subscribe. Keep watching, keep listening and continue learning.